Hello, hello, hello. Let's get some music. Hey, look, music. Hopefully I had everything set up correctly. We'll find out. Please work. some days it do be like that. Wait a few minutes for the stream to kick online and people to filter in here. Oh, hello. We're going to hack the planet at some point, I'm sure. Alright. Give the website a second to catch up here. I like the joke shared in some of the Discord areas. Hey, there we go. We're actually live. It did work. Some days I have to wonder. Alrighty. So, I think the box that I want to go after, I think we'll do 1 or 2 boxes depending on how quickly I can get through them. Fair warning, it has been a fair number of years since I've done any sort of hacking, so it's gonna take me a minute to shake off some of the rust. So if you're actually experienced with this, I apologize in advance. But we're going to take a look at the starting point, which is a good, well, starting point. It's good for me to get my feet wet again and, you know, good to kind of learn on. So we're going to start with Oopsie here. And do a quick enumeration on it. I like ZenMap because I like GUIs. It doesn't really matter what you use, you get the same information any way you look at it. There we go. Alright, we're going to do a quick scan plus, actually. I don't see a ping on it, I'll do a -PN to ignore pings. Oh, yep, right here. Alright. Host seems down. Let me double check that I am actually connected to the network. Just in case. 10.0, 95, yep, should be. Good. How's everybody today? Alright. Well, that's unfortunate for now, but what I could do... I am an epic gamer. I think. At least I try to be. I'll do a normal scan. Worst case scenario, I'd do an intense scan on it. .10.10.10.28. I can ping 10.10.10.27, right? No I can't. It's supposed to be an entry level, so I'm kind of wondering if my connection is boned. I did the tutorial for this. Just to make sure that the connection worked. So let's redo that bit of the tutorial. I just did it earlier today just to make sure that everything did actually work the way I needed it to. But, uh-oh. Let's see. It looks like either I'm not connected. Yeah. Nothing. Looks like I might not be connected somehow. Just make sure that I actually have a connection. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. In the meantime, how is everybody? Oops. I keep thinking this is not KDE. I could move the buttons, but lazy. Yeah. Inactivity. There we go. Alright, try this again. Well, looks like I'm getting something. Yeah. This, again, I just copy-pasted from here because it worked earlier, so I'm going to assume that it will continue to work. Go ports. Excellent. Okay. Now we're ready to actually start. So as far as IP addresses go, we're gonna go for oopsie, and again start at ZenMap. Alright, there we go. Again, quick scan plus just to kind of get some host details. See what this thing is actually running, and some common ports. What was I running earlier? It was okay, just a regular nmap scan. Alright, so 22 and 80 are the two basic ports that are open. There might be more that's hidden later that I can find if I get stuck, but for now, let's check out port 80 and see what's on it. Sure. Why would I not want English? Alright, so 10.10.10.28. That'll be port 80. And we have Megacorp Automotive. Interesting. It looks like a fairly fancy website, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I have none of my tools that I normally use on here, so what I want is to get a couple of things. Grab a headers extension. I don't even want to modify headers. I just want to see them from inside the browser, just because it's a lot easier. I'll give this a shot. Chrome's generally better at these kinds of add-ons than Firefox is. Okay. He says, before completely misunderstanding how to use this. Oh, there it is. Alright. Can we see what headers are actually being used? Is that off or on? I can't tell. Assume it's on. Alright, is there anything in the console for this? Requests? You know, an easy way to see headers, like in Chrome, for example, super handy. Very handy. This is less handy. Alright, let's stick with what I know and just download Chrome real fast. As much as I would like to use Firefox, and you know, everybody's like, oh, use Firefox, it's better than Chrome. It doesn't matter what's better, it matters what I can use. And if I can't use Firefox for the thing that I need to use it for, then that's a problem. Later on, I'll have to actually use Firefox for some things like Nasus, I think. Maybe not Nasus, but what is that? It's a OWASP, I think. OWASP security scanner actually uses Firefox. Alright. Kill that for now. And we'll use Chrome. He says, not seeing where Chrome just installed to. Does it actually install? No. Where did it go? I have to wonder. Okay, so you hit install and something happens, but who actually knows what? Okay, let's try that again. Let's actually download Chrome. 64-bit deb, works, save. We will actually open it this time. I assume ARC is the program installer? No, it is a package zip thing. Okay, I don't know why I didn't install previously, but we'll go for it again. And then once we have it open, we will open up the web page and get some extensions. Oh, okay, there it is. Took a minute. There's no progress bars. Oh, there is. It's just over here. Alright. It's good. Installed. Excellent. Excellent. Boop. There we go. And still works. Excellent. So let's get a couple of extensions. Do-do-do. Question is, which extension is this? Because there's one that's good and one that is not. Let's see. This looks like it, just from a cursory glance. I think this is correct. And then, of course, this cookie, which is should be this one, I think. Okay. It's a basic starting point. Also, Wappalizer. Browser extension. And that should be all I need for now, I think. Web isn't exactly my forte, but I have a couple extensions that do help a little bit with it. Alright. So no cookies. What are the response headers? You got Apache 2.4.29. Okay. Yeah, let's see if there's actually an exploit for this particular version. Just straight up. Can I exploit Apache itself? It doesn't look like it. Maybe. It's possible that we have a code execution. So we can try that. What's this? Prevesc. 7.1.27. .4.29. Oh, PHP, I'm sorry. 0.29. So local root exploit. So that'll probably be useful later. I'll take a look at that in a bit. So for this we have an admin at megacorp.com. This sort of looks like... maybe not. I was gonna say it sort of looks like a WordPress site, but it's probably not. Now that I look at it more. It would also say in the Wappalizer here. Okay. In the meantime, let's do a TCP port or all TCP port scan for this, just to kind of make sure I'm not missing anything. Also, OpenSSH 7.6p1. I don't think that's vulnerable. 7.6. .6p1. Interesting. CV 2019 6111 and 6110. Stranger Things. Server listens on port 2222. Okay, what is this actual exploit? Or these two actual exploits. SCP implementation being derived. Server chooses which files directories are sent to the client. However, the SCP client only performs cursory validation of the object name returned. A malicious server can override arbitrary files in the SCP client. Okay. So this is for server to client. Unfortunately, that is the server, which may indicate that there is a client of the same version running on that system, but I think that's unlikely. Let's just try a couple of common paths and then we'll actually fuzz this thing, I think, for now. Slash login, maybe? Nope. Yeah, let's try a directory fuzz. It's not on here. Wait, maybe it is. Looks like nothing. Okay. Oops. Web directory fuzzer. Let's just do a quick fuzz. Let's see, W fuzz. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see some basic usage for this thing. Actually, is TLDR installed on here? I'm not entirely sure that we'll have TLDRs for things like WFuzz, but it's better than nothing. I'll take it. TLDR is a super useful tool. So let's just get a copy of TLDR stuff. Good. WFuzz. Nope. Alright, well, we do have a kind of a TLDR over here. Just copy pasted from the Kali website. So the question is, do I actually have a user share WFuzz word list? Oops. I do. Wow. Okay. General, common, okay. Looking for 404. And capital fuzz is actually what I'm fuzzing, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so that's possibly how this works. Let's just double check that I have everything. Yep, fuzz. Okay. That's fine. So the address we're fuzzing is this one. Oh, right. Forgot that's a thing that Chrome does. Boop. Okay. We have redirects for CSS images, JS uploads. Interesting. Okay. What do we have in uploads? Forbidden. Oh, that's a 301. Why is that a 301? What happened? 301 moved permanently to a 403 forbidden. Okay. Don't have permission. Okay. Interesting. Where did it move me to? Where is that location? Slash uploads. Oh, slash. Got it. Okay, so if I actually want valid URLs, then I want that. Yeah. 403, 403, 403, 403, 403, 403. Okay, so it looks like they have directory listings off then. Oh. HDM. I don't know. PHP. Yeah. Alright, well that was worth a shot, but probably gonna have to do a little bit more fuzzing here. So slash uploads slash fuzz. Nothing. Okay. So what do we have as far as files in here? Word list, general, admin panels, blog, common, extensions common, okay. Do a medium. And I think what I want to do is do an keywords files will replace the values of the specified payload baseline value. Be the first request performed and could be used as a base for filtering. Files will replace them with the values of the specified payload. Okay. So with the files, do I get to specify which files I get to use where? User share wfuzz. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. Chiron33. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Sorry. I appreciate it. Shows the results through file. Yeah, where's my files at? -C, -Z. -C is output with colors. -Z. Lowercase c. Is that lowercase c? That is a lowercase c. Payload. Uniform parameter encoder. Okay. So it'd be coders can be chained. A URL. Okay. Oh, a name parameter encoder. I get it. So the name is a file. The parameter is the actual file. Sorry, let me explain. So for the arguments here, the name of this is called file, I guess. Can't tell if that's a reserved name or if that's just whatever. The file itself is this file. Arguments for the specified payload. It can be received by Z or W. So I'm sure there is a way then, somehow. Let's see. So wfuzz, multiple parameters. No, I do not want to update Git right now. There you go, basic usage. So let's see if I can move this over here for you. Makes it a little bit easier to see. So I'm looking at the kind of usage of wfuzz here. That's the one I just used, sort of. This is fuzz. Cat is fuzz. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, what if I want a different username for the password though, right? Or a different word list for the username and password. Oh, you can fuzz cookies. Wow. That's actually impressive. Headers. I guess that makes sense because cookies is a header. Proxies, authentication, recursion. You close the door and then the cat goes insane. He's like, I'm trapped. Here. And watch, you close the door again and then she'll be on the outside screaming, going, hey wait, let me in. I actually want to be inside. So we can fuzz directories within directories, which actually wouldn't be a terrible idea either. That's not super helpful though. not what I want to do. Encoder. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to figure that out later. For now, we'll just go with the medium. Oops. Oh, general, medium. Is this? Got my slash. There we go. Welcome to hacking, where you literally just read documentation all day. Sorry. I know it's not super exciting. Well, at least I found the uploads directory, which does help slightly. Why does Medium not have uploads? Mega Beast. Okay. Big, catalog common, extensions common, mutations common. I don't think I'm going to get much out of this, except for the uploads folder, which I definitely want to check out at some point. Like, why does the uploads folder exist? Are there any files in it? Can I access those files? I also haven't tried actually SSHing into the box yet, but we can do, let's go back to the main website. Alright, so we've got Megacorp Automotive, admin at megacorp.com. So I'm guessing Megacorp is going to be in the username or password somewhere. No contact, nothing. Okay. Learn more does nothing. Alright, yeah. Right, this might actually take a minute. And the question is, what do I do now? Well, the only thing I've got right now is to take a look at that banner that I got. Banners that I'm getting. So for headers, getting gzip, keep alive, servers Apache 2.4.29, we checked that, might have an exploit, but maybe not. And 7.6 P1 on Ubuntu, protocol 2.0. So what banner do we even get if we SSH into the box? So let's say 10.0 or 10.10.10.28. Nothing. Okay. So nothing beyond something that you would find that's standard anyway. Alright, I'm a little bit stuck. So for these, it's helpful to take a look at the walkthrough. Right, I didn't even notice that. I didn't actually take the time to read the, oops. Again, looking at bits and pieces, the walkthrough definitely helps sometimes. So I didn't even read the actual webpage, which I should have done. The reading is boring, and nobody wants to watch somebody read. But it looks like TruckMage has this, provides blah blah blah. Features, local emission services. Please log in to get access to the service, right? Oh, interesting. So they're actually using Burp Suite to kind of take a look at this. That was a cat. But you could do the same thing with sources or network. So if you refresh the page, you'll be able to see where everything is coming from. But yes, this is something that I should have checked. Again, I've been out of practice for a long time. I'm a little bit rusty, so it's helpful to have these walkthroughs. Yeah. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright. So cdn-cgi, cdn-cgi/login. Okay. Well, this helps. So we have a username and password. We can log in. Okay. Can't just log in with nothing. The question is, how does this work? Where does it go to? Index.php method post. Okay, so it's posting to a PHP file. Does it set a cookie? It doesn't, no. Okay. And this is just straight PHP. Anything interesting here? No. Not even a PHP release. Interesting. I mean, do they filter anything? I have to wonder. Just copy it in the username and password. No. Okay, this didn't work. I had to test, right? Alright, so as far as this goes, I think I could probably try to brute force it. I'm a little out of touch with brute forcing tools. I'll be entirely honest, it's been a long time since I've done this, so I think the last one I used was 10 years ago, so there's probably more modern tools that actually do this nowadays, but I'm not sure what they're called. Also, that playlist just ended for no reason. That's interesting. Okay. Let's just try this, I guess. Alright, so we'll continue with the walkthrough, as I'm, again, a little stuck. Oh, reuse the password. Okay, so this is actually all part of a network. So this is from the first box in this set. The password was this Megacorp admin password. So it looks like I was actually supposed to reuse those passwords, which I wouldn't have thought of because I wasn't sure that these were boxes that were tied together. I mean, you know, Megacorp Automotive tied in with the other box that was Megacorp essentially, so I guess that does make sense. So we have a repair management system, so that's good. We have uploads. This action requires super admin rights. Interesting. Okay. Yep. So how do we become a super admin? Mm-hmm. Right, so I did notice that when I hit the account, the ID was 1. What happens if the account ID is 2? 0? Interesting. So this is actually set a cookie now? It does. Interesting. Role admin. So I have a user identifier. I could just refresh this page until... Oh wait, hang on. Oh, okay. So that's the actual access ID is 4. So what happens if I just switch my cookies around, right? Assume in that case, oh, it did not like that. Interesting. If I switch this from admin to user, no. Okay. Let me grab that password again because I totally did not write it down. Yes, I could just follow the guide, but I prefer experimenting. Kind of trying to fumble my own way around a little bit. Account, yeah, account ID is 1. So they're saying to kind of try and brute force this, I guess. Might be possible to brute force the ID values and the user. You can do this using burp's intruder mode. Oh, interesting. So this is actually teaching you how to use burp, which I actually never learned. So this might be an interesting tutorial on how to use burp. So to start this off, they actually, let's see, they use it, yeah, the burp proxy. So you have to actually specify, or, point the browser to the proxy. Because burp is a proxy suite. So we can do that with settings and just search for proxy. Okay. There we go. 127.0.0.1 and then port 8080. And that should be everything I need. Oop. Do we need to update this? And I guess we might. Okay, that's fine. Temporary project, which is fine. Burp defaults, which is also fine. There we go. All right, so now we can come back to this and run this through burp. And forward the request. Is this actually forwarding through the proxy? Let's see. That should be it, yes. Okay. Yeah, 127.0.0.1, 8080. He says not getting actually anything through this. And this is why we use Firefox. This is where we use Firefox. Remember earlier I was mentioning how Firefox is good to use with burp? That's probably why. So we can just set a specific proxy. If I could spell. One two seven dot 2.0.1 port 8080. And let's unset that and come back to the login page here. This should give us, oh, yeah, here we are. And we'll forward all this, which is fine. And the password. Again, I keep forgetting to write this down. I should definitely do that at some point. Whatever, it's fine. There we go. Oops. Okay. Let's turn off the interception because that's really annoying. Okay, so we have... Okay, now we turn on the interception as we reload the page. Yeah, okay, so I'm saying the same thing that it's using here is the user ID and the role as admin, because as we all know, cookies are forwarded through HTTP headers because that's how that works. Alright, so Control I to send the request to intruder. Interesting. I did not know about that keyboard shortcut. Now I do. Is there a way to do that with buttons? Because I will forget the shortcut. It's probably that one. Yeah, it's probably send a repeater or something. Okay. So in positions, so they have it in positions, so sniper. Oh, I see. Interesting. So it's picking specific values to try and replace. To be fair, I think these are pretty good, mostly. But, yeah. Select the ID value 1 and click add. What are you talking about? Oh, the ID. Yes, I'm an idiot. Alright. Okay, so we're just brute forcing that. And then in the payloads tab, generate a sequential list of 1 to 100 using a simple bash loop in the payloads box. Okay, well. Interesting. So you can just run bash. Simple lists of strings that are used as payloads. I don't... Simple list. I don't think... Paste the output into the... Yeah, okay. So you actually have to generate the... Sure, why not? Ugh. Being able to run bash scripts in that payload generator would actually be incredibly helpful, either through Python or bash or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Options tab, and then follow redirections set to always. Right, that makes sense, you want it to redirect. It should be on that by default, I thought. This is why we check these things. Oh yeah. Well, apparently that's not always set. And then yes, process the cookies, of course. And target tabs, like start attack. Okay. Okay. A few responses have a different length. Okay, so you're literally just looking for a variation in the normal length. In which case, we probably want to sort by length. So we have 4. Oh, right. Headers. 422 role admin. Okay. Is it just me, or am I not seeing the web page? There it is, in the response. For a minute there, I was a little confused. Oh, nice. Okay. Wow, you can actually render the page. That's really cool. He says, as it doesn't render. Well, okay. This is worth a shot. So at least at the bottom here, we can just see, like, you know, what the access is. 8832 John Raffle. Peter. Okay, so these are just all names. Oh, hey, look, admin. That's us, though. 34322, I believe, is us. Interesting. 0 and 1 are the same, so it caps at 0. So what is 30? Oh, super admin. Look at that. 86575. So out of curiosity, if I then just change my user, right, from admin to super admin and user to this value, and then go to uploads, hey, look at that. I successfully changed my cookies. Perfect. Brand name, huh? Well, if this is the case, I can just do a PHP reverse shell then, it looks like. The question is how to generate that shell. I can probably stop this attack now. These poor guys. Whatever. If there's another one here, I'll find it. It's good to be thorough. So the question is what are they using to generate their reverse shells? User shell, web shells, PHP, reverse shell.php. This is a thing that exists on the system. Let's find out. It is. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so I can just modify a couple of things and change it to what I need. Shell.php. Shells. Shell.php. Oops. PHP. There we go. So I want my shell to be at 4444, I think, and I'm just gonna put my IP down as what is my IP here. .95. Okay. Uname-A, interesting. Thanks, Creative Cloud. I appreciate you. So do I just open up a netcat listener, or is this actually an interpreter shell entirely? Let's find out. Upload the files. Can use the PHP. Oh, on Parrot OS. Hey, look at that. Use PHP reverse shell. After changing the IP and port values, we upload the file, capture the requests, substitute the user values before, and click forward. Yeah. So dir search. Well, we know, yeah, I captured this earlier. We know it goes to /uploads. Well, we assume that it goes to /uploads. Either way, directory fuzz or wfuzz or dir search or something, it'll kind of all get you to the same conclusion that there is an uploads directory, which is 403'd. So yes, is this? I just upload or start a netcat listener here. Curl. Sure, that's fine. Yep, you just started a netcat listener. Okay, that's fine. LVNP. I keep forgetting what that combination is. Is there a TLDR for netcat? Nope, there is not. That's going to be difficult to remember. LVNP. That's right. So netcat LVNP port 4444. And now we try and upload the shell. We'll just name it shell. Does the brand name actually matter? Let's find out. Shells, shell.php. Hey, there we go. So we'll just go to uploads, shell.php. Oh no. Is that uploads or upload? Let's see. What do we got? File shell.php has been uploaded. So if we name it. Careful. There's a cat. Cat says meow. So we know that the directory uploads exist. I found that earlier. And we can trigger reverse shell using curl. I mean, we can try it. He says trying to find a 10.10.10.28 uploads. Nope, still not found. Do I have to include the brand name? I guess we'll find out. It seems like it uploaded fine, but it's entirely possible that it did not. Doesn't actually list the uploads either, which doesn't help. I mean, that's part of the challenge, but it doesn't help still. Oh god, where's my console? There it is. Oh, there we go. It looks like I actually had to name it. There we go. Okay, now we have a reverse shell. Wait, are we running as root? No, UID 33 www data, right? Yeah. This just dumped me into the root directory, it looks like. So, var www. Yep. Oh, I'm so used to Linux sysadmining. Whenever you're doing something hacky, you gotta kind of expect hacks. Oh my god. Home Robert. There's a directory named cat? No, it's a file. There's no D in front of it. Okay. Home Robert and cat. Bin sh. Interesting. There. Okay, hang on a minute. The execute bit is set on that. Does that mean if we... I'm betting. Cat home Robert user dot text. First of all, let's... So that's our user string. So can we submit that as a flag? Yeah. So our user flag is here. Awesome. And I'm betting, because that execute bit is set, that the set UID bit is probably also set. So if we just do home Robert cat yep, still www data. Interesting. How does set UID bit work again? Is it... It's generally... yeah. You don't run sudo. You run the program and it runs as sudo, or as root, I believe. So we're gonna continue looking at the walkthrough here. I mean, there's more on the system to explore, but I want to see how they want you to do it here. It'd be a lot easier if we just go through the walkthrough. Proceed to upgrade it. Is this a thing that you do? That's interesting. What does this even do? Okay. I mean, define upgraded shell, really. Control Z. Sure. I don't think that worked. STTY raw dash echo. What does that even do? Well, actually, you know what? Maybe that does work. If it's stopped, it's likely in the background, but we will we will have to see. I am not entirely sure what. Wow, beautiful. Just locking myself out of my own console. Okay. So what do they mean by upgrading the shell, out of curiosity? Shell's bin bash script q, so you're loading, not loading, script dash q. Output or input to dev null? I don't know. That's strange to me. Can't access TTY, job control turned off. That's probably a hack to work around this whole like TTY issue, but I'm not entirely sure what those commands do. At some point I'm sure I will, you know, figure it out. But either way, I seem to have slightly locked myself out of STTY raw dash echo. Locked myself out of this TTY. There we go. Oh, did the box get, yeah, did the box get reset? Problem with the free tiers is sometimes that happens. So we'll re-upload the shell. Or maybe it got auto-deleted, who knows. There we go. So lateral movement, right. Website records are probably retrieved from a database. Right, okay. That makes sense. We can sue Robert? Really? Hang on a minute. Website credentials. Indeed, dv.php does contain credentials. Okay. var www. Whoops. Actually, out of curiosity, what does happen if I change my shell and just the shell? And I hit the up arrow? Nope, it's still, yeah, it's still netcat being netcat. Well, whatever. At least I know where I am. So cd var www html. And cat index.php. This need to be a PHP file? I don't see any PHP in it. Oh, I do. Oh, no, nope, that's JavaScript. cdn, cdi, login, yeah, okay. cd, cdn, cdi, or cgi, sorry. And cat db.php. Robert. Okay. We can sue Robert? Who tries that? Oh, I see. Okay, password reuse. I see. I get what they're exploiting here. Well, the good news is I no longer need a hacky shell because it does have SSH open. So if I just do SSH Robert. Well, okay, I assume so anyway. That's assuming that it hasn't been locked out. Nope, it hasn't. Excellent. So now I have a real shell. That makes this a lot easier. There we go. ID command reveals Robert is a member of the bug racker group. Just do groups. Oh, bug tracker? Is that? Yeah, it's supposed to be bug tracker. That's fine. So find / type F. So you're finding files owned by the group bug tracker, I see, and then discarding any errors, sending errors to dev null. Okay, we can do that. Type F, and then owned by group bug tracker. And then if you don't send errors to dev null, what happens is you end up with this giant find issue permission denied thing. So in this case, you actually want to send errors to dev null. That way, all you have is this user bin bug tracker. Ah, tab is so nice. So it's owned by root and then bug tracker. Read write, and the X there is the set UID bit, it looks like. Or the S. S is execute with set UID. So we just do user bin bug tracker, we should be root. Or, okay, sorry. We're running as root. And it looks like groups can read it, but not execute it. So what do we have here? User bin. Is it a binary file? It is. Let's clear that from the screen. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, so we do have a user bin bug tracker binary. And the set UID bit is set using that S there. Yep. Okay, so we're supposed to run and just put test values into it. Okay. Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. There we go. And you can, if you just, since it's in user bin, I should just be able to run bug tracker, but I can check that with which bug tracker. Which, yeah. This makes more sense. Bug ID 1. Cool. Now, again, I've never actually played with set UID bits before, so this is interesting to me. Seems to be output reports based on the ID value provided. Just using random strings. Oh, okay, using strings to actually find. Okay, so strings. Bug tracker. That's interesting. Oops. Right, I forgot strings existed, I'll be entirely honest. But, okay, so provide bug ID cat root reports. So the reason that it needs root set is because it's catting reports from root. Calls the cat binary using this relative path instead of the absolute path. Huh. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, if you have... Looks like someone was already in this box. So normally you would just RM, or you would create a cat binary, but it looks like someone's already done that earlier. And just runs bin sh. But since there's bash on here, why not run bin bash, right? So by creating malicious cat, modifying the path to include the current working directory, we should be able to use this misconfiguration and escalate our privileges to root. Right. So that's actually a neat little thing. Things I don't really think about too much, but I like that. And we're just gonna nano cat and bin bash, because I prefer bash over bin sh. And then of course, yeah, make it executable. And now, if we run the bug tracker, we'll actually have a shell. That's interesting. He says. Echo path. Yeah, so I do actually have. So. Right, okay. So you just provide any ID. There we go. Look at that, now I have root. Oh, right. CD root. What's in reports anyway? There's 3 bugs in reports. So never always use absolute paths. That's the moral of that story. Anyway, we'll cut out root.txt and boop. Add it to the flags. Very slowly shaking the rust off. Again, it's been years since I've done any of this, so doing these and actually following the walkthroughs for them is definitely helping me a lot. Trying to get back into the swing of things, get the new tools, and figure out what everybody's actually using these days, and trying to get everything working, you know, quote unquote working. I guess the theory is here, you know, breaking things, but you get the idea. Unfortunately, sometimes you won't have SSH access using the user that you'll do. So normally you would have to go through your own shell and have shells within shells, which are not fun. But or at least that's what I remember. But that's a really interesting exploit, using abusing the setuid bit, and also not only abusing a setuid bit, but also abusing a local misconfiguration using local or non-absolute paths. So that's something I wouldn't have thought of. So the walkthrough was super helpful. But I think we're gonna call it here because it's been an hour and it's been fun, and we will do this again, I think. I figured one box would be plenty, and without a walkthrough this would have been a lot longer. So we'll come back and do some more boxes, but this has been interesting and fun, and yeah, something that I haven't done in a very long time. So it's good to get kind of back into the swing of things, especially with competitions coming up, so way I can kind of figure out what tools everybody's using and think of some defeats for those. But yeah, hope you guys have fun and enjoy the rest of your night. We'll stream again tomorrow, same time as today. Enjoy.